New breed, global truth. New breed, from DC to Philadelphia. The original nation's cap. Y'all already know what's about to happen, right? It's going down. Let's get it. Yeah. This my attitude, check the altitude, the whole sky's on fire, you ain't seen the news, energy weapons taking cities out, we on the move, mobilizer, get your mind right, that show improve, I only open my heart for a chosen few, we keep on playing our part, the blessings overdue, I work the graveyard shift trying to raise the dead, valley of the dry bones, let us rise in prayer, trying to get them off the streets cause that's Satan's layers, bodies dropping every day, they ain't playing fair. They think it's all fun and games like it's laser tag. Just to do you like this verse, that's a body bag. All my foes feel the pain of my subtle jab. Have them seeing stars, drones, and hovercrafts. Used to have the feds watching where I lay my head. Now I spend my time off grid, ain't no turning back. The sky's on fire, but they don't have a clue. Scared to look up, petrified to make a move. But the sky's on fire and the end is coming soon. The sky's on fire, it's like they scared to look up. But the sky's on fire, but they don't have a clue. Scared to look up, petrified to make a move. But the sky's on fire and the end is coming soon. The sky's on fire, but they scared to look up. Now it's raining brimstone like Sodom and Gomorrah. Brick and mortar, be your grave if your home ain't in order. Got the whole world scorching, death, culture, abortion, Moloch worship, golden calves and serpents. That's what's going on in these Catholic churches. But this that holy water when them bastards lurking. It's gonna be a bloody slaughter when it's Christ's returning. So let's party with the kingdom, Babylon is burning. The sky's on fire, but they don't have a clue. Scared to look up, petrified to make a move. But the sky's on fire and the end is coming soon. The sky's on fire, it's like they scared to look up. But the sky's on fire and they don't have a clue. Scared to look up, petrified to make a move. But the sky's on fire, the end is coming soon. The sky's on fire, but they scared to look up.
Philly down to DC, connected like a layover. Every time we link up, Israelites wake up. Chains broken off minds, end time. See the signs, flights over Babylon. Fireballs in the sky, aviation where they landed. Government lack understanding, prayers for the lives perished. Moment of silence been taken, switching my location. Put me back in the field, gardening livestock. Bree, we got UP, next flight to NC. Walking down dirt roads, looking for lost souls. Soon as the drones vanish, now the airplane's crashing. What a coincidence, don't believe superstition. Reading this holy text, vexing your spirit, huh? Haters got salty face, every hit clear the base. Breathe you like Barry Bond, these bags carry on. I need a window seat, watch Babylon fall.
The sky's on fire, but they don't have a clue. Scared to look up, petrified to make a move. But the sky's on fire and the end is coming soon. The sky's on fire, it's like they scared to look up. But the sky's on fire and they don't have a clue. Scared to look up, petrified to make a move. But the sky's on fire, the end is coming soon. The sky's on fire, but they scared to look up.
I done flown on a plane a whole bunch of times. I done prayed on the way a whole bunch of times. I done flown Spirit Airlines a bunch of times for $12.99 and it ain't crashed not a single time. It's a shame so many people falling out the sky. Donald Trump in office talking about his DEI. He said basically to fly you need some smarter guys, but I'm confused he put 500 bills into AI. I'm convinced these rich cats out they damn mind. Trump done hired an AI, they call him Elon. They defunding everything that's not the DEI. He got the CIA standing in the unemployment line. Looking for reparations, you won't see a dime. Trump icing everything like it's 99. Ice running in the houses, now you're 9 to 5. No more Mexicans, got them tickets to the borderline. Anyway, y'all just thinking about the stupid bowls. Bread and circus got them all under mind control. We can hear it in your voice, you ain't got a soul. It's a shame how you let them demons in there take control. Rise up from them ashes, rise up from them dry bones. Get away from NPCs and these demon clones. Walk like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, so you can walk through fire, let the Father do his miracles. I'm just being real, forget being lyrical. These demons think we fell off, it's hysterical.
Shalom, Israel. It's your brother New Breed coming through with another live stream. Hey, man, if y'all like that track right there, you can find it on every platform. All right. New Breed Universal ENT has a link in the description box. You click on that link, it leads you to Spotify, Apple Music, TikTok. It leads you everywhere. Everywhere that streams music, the track is available. All right. So support the real work. You know, in that particular song, we was combating the satanic ritual that was taking place. And, you know, we actually released the song right during the Super Bowl halftime performance that I'm about to expose in detail. And that was warfare. You know, we was combating what the enemy was doing. And this is how we maneuver. See, in this line of work, you got to have a certain amount of tenacity and you got to be audacious. You got to cry loud, spare not. And there was a ritual that took place in prelude to the Super Bowl. It took place in Washington, D.C. A plane leaving from Wichita crashes into a Black Hawk. And you know, this hit a commercial airline, you know, and that was part of the Super Bowl ritual. The Hawks, or the Hawk, represented the, what you would call the Chiefs, the Kansas City Chiefs, which is the indigenous people. And the American Eagle airline represents the eagle. So they were definitely putting on a show, right? And the irony of it is the plane was leaving from Wichita. Now, some of you all are already in the know because I just went live. And I had to come back. Hold on, let's get everything situated. I had to come back and get this message put out there. And this is a very powerful message that we need to know as people. And all you out there who are Kendrick Lamar fans, all you all who idolize any of these celebrities, you're going to learn today. I mean, you're going to learn today. Yeah, we're going to destroy the idol known as Kendrick Lamar, as well as that Super Bowl performance from hell, right? Yes. So for those who are wondering why this video was titled Part 2, well, Part 1 was taken down. There was a lot of people watching that broadcast. A whole lot of people were watching. And unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, it was blocked in America. Yep. It was blocked in the United States. Now, I didn't do anything wrong. I fought against the copyright claim, and they know that I was in the right because it greenlit even afterwards. And all my withholdings was placed on escrow, which means, you know, it wasn't an actual copyright strike. But what it was, to be totally frank with you, America's evil. The United States is evil. And the message that I have put across will really make you wake up, and you're going to understand the Super Bowl ritual in totality. They didn't want that. But see, this is what they didn't expect. They did not expect for me to come back even more vicious than before. Because that's what's about to happen. I'm going to come back more vicious than before. I'm going to be going into the minutia of this. I'm going to go into the nucleus of this breakdown, and I'm going to decode that Super Bowl ritual for what it is. And it's going to be even more powerful than the first one. But in case you want to see the first one, you can find it on New Breed Patreon. Patreon.com/New Breed. Let me make sure I get everything working properly. And I see you brothers and sisters rolling in, man. Peace and blessings to y'all. Casper's in the house. Yeah, I see Azariah's in the building. NG, Jacquees Jones, Nostalgia, Kid Life, NG. Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. This time I'm going to make sure these people have no reason to sabotage the stream. Yes, it will. I will be placing parts of it on Rumble. I'll break parts of it down and upload them to Rumble as well. But we're about to go in. We're about to go in. You know, we already put out a fire track. Shout out to Shy Blood Before Dishonor. Y'all follow her on all platforms. Shout out to my brother, you with the Zah. And, you know, we combated the enemy's tactics. We are very aware of what they were doing. We are very aware that the helicopter that was flying was totally self-autonomous, allegedly, and that those 67 people were sacrificed for a Super Bowl ritual. The reason we know that because in Philadelphia, a plane crashed, and this happened at 6:07 p.m. Now, the irony of all this, brothers and sisters, is that the two artists that I have featured on my track are from Philadelphia, and I happen to be from Washington, D.C. And here's a little caveat for y'all. Philadelphia is the original nation's capital. So I want you to understand that we are in alignment and, you know, we are in syncrecy and symmetry. And we fight in the forces of darkness with our music because we put it out during the Super Bowl show. And that's the music that should be reaching the entire globe. That's what should be put out there. Now, one of the reasons why they restricted the video I was doing is because so many people were joining in such a quick amount of time. They know that the message and the power behind the spirit of the Most High would have been out there. But we right back. They ain't stopping nothing. Yes, let's get into it. Now, we're going to go into this Super Bowl. We're going to go into this Super Bowl. So there's brothers and sisters in other countries that can watch the video. But if you're in the United States, you're getting your version of it right now. Right? So do me a favor. Run the likes up. Let's get it going. And that's where I see King Connect in the building. You already know we doing a feature. There's going to be so much more music coming. I know that y'all really rocking with the track. Look, y'all going to see me with Dre Static doing songs. Perhaps Jakeem Judah. Woodrow, former member of Drew Hill. I mean, it's going to be star-studded. It's going to be packed with just powerful music. Now, get them likes up, run them up. Make sure everybody's able to get notified this time in case they try to pull a plug, jiggle the wires, and play their little artificial intelligence games, right? But we're going to make sure that don't happen. We're going to rebuke that. We're going to get into this performance. This time, we're going to do three things. We're going to do three things here. I am going to change the quality significantly. And I am not going to play any video footage. I'm going to give you all still shot images, all still shots, and I'm going to break down in detail what this performance was doing and how they are programming the people, right? Now, first and foremost, Let's get into it. First off, you see the apple. Of course, this was hosted by Apple Music. This apple represents the forbidden fruit, the fall of mankind. And let's get our Stranger Things going. And y'all let me know if any audio goes out. If there's any discrepancies, talk to me in the chat. Diamond Star says that means you're only speaking the truth. Absolutely. Absolutely. So this apple, bitten apple, represents the forbidden fruit. Now we know biblically, nowhere in the scriptures it says that the forbidden fruit was an apple. But the powers that be always use the apple to symbolize the fall of man. You know, the forbidden fruit represents death. It represents, us leaving our natural state of immortality, the fall of mankind, the knowledge of good and evil. So off the break, they're showing you that there's sin and sacred knowledge as well being introduced. All right, so we're going to fast forward. You have the checkerboard floor. And within this checkerboard floor, hold on, we're going to get there. You have the Squid Game shapes. You have the Squid Game shapes. We're going to get into it. All right. You can't quite see it right now. And you know what? I'm going to do us all a solid. And I'm going to get that quality back. There we go. We're going to keep the quality. We only doing still shot images. You can see the circle, square, X, so on and so forth. Now, before we even get into this, I got to let y'all know that the Squid Games is absolutely 100% real, meaning it really happened. Brother's home was a real place. Make sure the audio is regulated properly. Brother home was a real place that was in North, I believe it was Northern Korea, and it was an internment camp. And people really died in horrendous ways. There is a lot of history, articles, sources that we're going to go to prove this, as well as show you all the meaning of each of these symbols that is used. All right. And I also have another source and for you all regarding that. So the Squid Games is real. Let's establish that.
Did you know that the Squid Game really existed and is based on a true story? In the 1970s, there were special camps in South Korea where women, men, and even children of all ages were taken. They all wore the same blue uniforms and were called by numbers exactly the same as in the Squid Game. In these camps, they lived in rooms full of bunk beds, and each of these rooms housed an average of 100 people. In these camps, hundreds or even thousands of people worked every day in harsh conditions, and if they chose to resist or even run away, they were punished by the guards. These punishments were very cruel and often ended in death. But why did these camps exist? South Korea had a problem that a lot of people were unemployed or homeless, so the government decided to create a program to give these people a second chance. But the problem was that instead of these people, those who were perfectly fine were also brought to the camps, and over time these places became concentration camps. The government shut down these camps a few years later, but still tries to keep most of the information secret. It is not confirmed if Squid Game was actually based on this real event, but if you look at all the details mentioned, it is quite possible that it really was like this. Subscribe.
Now, notice that those who were unemployed and homeless was brought to these internment camps where they end up dying in horrendous ways. And then there was other people who was also placed in them camps as casualties. Now, in America, we deal with a lot of homelessness, number one, and a lot of unemployment. And Donald Trump, he spent $500 billion on artificial intelligence. Also, Donald Trump is doing the biggest homelessness relocation plan in United States history. Right? So what I'm trying to display here is that there's a message under the message. And they're showing us exactly what they're trying to do. They're foreshadowing what's to come. Now, I want to also show you just how real this is, in case you think that the other creator that I just reacted to is, a conspiracy theorist. Let's go to it. Wikipedia, we there. The Brothers' Home was an internment camp, officially a welfare facility located in Busan, South Korea. I stand corrected. During the 1970s and 1980s. The camp was home to some of the worst human rights abuses in South Korea during the period of social purification. Brothers and sisters, right now, America is going through social purification. They're literally purging the nation. This is why you're seeing all these executive orders. They're trying to play real live Squid Games with the people. This is why you see the massive deportation taking place, and these are the people who actually built the country. That's right. Azaria Ari said, y'all got to pay attention, y'all. Yep. It goes on to say, throughout the 1950s, the Republic of Korea struggled to recover from the devastation of the Korean War. Welfare policies during the period were focused on the housing of orphans, as they were seen as a stain in the South Korea's national reputation. As the 1960s unfolded, Park Chung-hee military junta commenced efforts to cleanse society of those who were seen as symbols of poverty and disorder. This is exactly what the Squid Games represent. And this is exactly what this Super Bowl halftime show is putting on display, with a host of other very, very disturbing, daunting agendas. But it goes on to say, and these policies were extended to cover the detention of general vagrants. Starting around 1960, major cities such as Seoul, Busan, Daegu, Daejeon, and Gwangju began the construction of vagrant detention facilities. Look, it's coming to America. It's coming to America. While we're watching the digitalization of the currency, there's going to be people that are not going to take that lying down, or it's going to be people who are in immense debt that they're going to target. Those who are in debt, just like in the Squid Games show. The people were in debt. So they went to Squid Games to what? Get out of debt. Now, I want y'all to pay attention to all this, because this is all has a lot to do with what's going on in the Super Bowl. Let's get to it. Let's get back to the Super Bowl, right? And I'm going to tell y'all this right now. Kendrick Lamar is controlled opposition. Y'all got to stay away from idolatry. There's a lot of people glazing Kendrick Lamar. He received 5 Grammys on the 67th Grammy Awards, which is also part of that 67 trio. 67 people died in the Washington, D.C. plane crash. The Philadelphia plane crash took place at 6:07, and it was the 67th Grammys where Kendrick Lamar received 5 Grammy Awards. Now, that him receiving those Grammy Awards was to lift him up as some sort of idol that should be worshipped. And let me put this out here. The Grammy's nothing but idols. Whether he deserved the Grammy or not, in y'all's opinion, look, it's just an idol. The Bible tells us, Leviticus 19:4, turn ye not unto idols, nor make yourself molten gods. I am the Lord your God. The Grammys is one big idolatry worship show. It shouldn't be about awards. It should be about the message that the music sends to the people. All right. Now, let's get into this work here. And then you had Samuel L. Jackson. Now, I'm going to do something, and I'm going to turn the caption on so you can hear what he says, right? Salutations, it's your Uncle Sam. Salutations, it's your Uncle Sam. Now, from here on out, we're doing still images, right? Now, some of you all was doing a whole lot of glazing, saying that this is the blackest Super Bowl performance known to man. And people were talking about how amazing it was. For the most part, most people really enjoyed the show. And they don't understand that Uncle Sam wants you for war. Uncle Sam wants you to be in the patriotic spirit. Uncle Sam says, I choose you. So I'm seeing Uncle Sambo when I see Samuel L. Jackson dressing up like this and doing what he's doing. I see the same dude from the Django. That's right. I see the guy from the Django that was chasing the slaves down, trying to get them to stay on the plantation. Because that's the exact role that he played. Now, let's talk about Uncle Sam. Let's get to it. We're going to go back to the Super Bowl. Don't even worry about it. Don't you worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Let's talk about who Uncle Sam was. Uncle Sam, with the same initials as United States, is a common national personification of the United States, sometimes depicting the federal government or the country in general. Since the early 19th century, Uncle Sam has been a popular symbol of the U.S. government and American culture. Now listen, and a manifestation of patriotic emotion. He is a manifestation of patriotic emotion. So Uncle Sam is trying to garner a patriotic spirit out of the people. Right. Why? So you can fight their wars. So you can pray for Babylon. When the Most High is about to destroy this place, the Most High is ready to judge Babylon. But they want you to stand behind it. Allow us to continue. It goes on to say, U.S. government, it says American culture and a manifestation of patriotic emotions. Uncle Sam has also developed notoriety for his appearance in military propaganda. What you're going to see is Kendrick Lamar's entire performance was military propaganda. Their whole performance was about God's people fighting their wars, which some wars are coming. I told y'all this before. America is about to be struck with war, famine, and civil unrest on an unprecedented level. It just so happens that the war that they want you to fight is going to be against the Most High and his people. That's what they're preparing you for. Unknown forces coming out the sky, which will be the Most High's chariots. They're getting you prepared to fight an alien invasion. The same programming they used in Independence Day. When the reality of it is God's chosen people who can see are the real aliens. And that's who the war is against. But we'll go there. That's neither here nor there. We'll get there. It goes on to say, Uncle Sam has also developed notoriety for his appearance in military propaganda. Is more military propaganda coming. Watch. It says popularized by a 1917 World War recruiting poster by James Montgomery. Now, this started with the First World War. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to come into World War III, aka World War Z. You understand? We are coming into that war. And so guess what? They need military propaganda. That's what Kendrick did. He's controlled opposition. He know exactly what he was doing. Allow us to continue. It reads, according to the legend, the character came into use during the War of 1812 and may have been named for Samuel Wilson. The actual origin is obscure. The first reference to Uncle Sam in formal literature, as distinct from newspapers, was the 1816 allegorical book, The Adventures of Uncle Sam, in search after his lost honor. It says, while the figure of Uncle Sam specifically represents the government, the female figure of Columbiana represents the nation. Right. So Samuel L. Jackson represents the government. We at a time when we're supposed to be trying to get up out of this system, pull ourselves up by the bootstraps and do what we need to do. And now, you know, they got our people jumping right back into the system with this emotional patriotic spirit, thinking that some president is going to change our current situation. The game is being ran on the people, and Kendrick Lamar got used. He got used. That's right. The bell-bottom jean wearing rapper got used. Telling you right now. And he's being used willingly. You know, you're going to know that. Now, let's go back to the Super Bowl. Now that we know the character that Uncle Sam is playing, or Samuel L. Jackson is playing, let us proceed. He says, in the Great American, my Gemini twin. Hold up, no, that's him rapping. Let's turn this off while he raps. We don't need those. Only when Samuel L. Jackson talks, we're going to do that. Now, this is what I want y'all to notice. It starts off with Kendrick Lamar. Hold on, I'm going to do this. It starts off with Kendrick Lamar on a GNX 1980s vehicle. He's rapping. Now, he has all of our people dressed up in red, white, and blue. But he departs from the other people wearing the red, wearing the blue. And he has the people wearing the white worshiping him. They're worshiping him. Now, we know that Kendrick Lamar has a Messiah complex because Kendrick Lamar, he had like a $1 million crown of thorns that he put on his head made out of diamonds. We know that he put himself on a cross. We know that he had himself walking on water in music videos. He has a Messiah complex. So the people in white represent those who are pure, the very elect. The people, if they could fool, then they would. So that's who these people represent. And if you notice, he tries to cleave to them majority of the show. He's staying very close to them. He's staying very close to them. Now, mind you, Kendrick also claimed to be a biblical Israelite. He claimed to be an enlightened one, somebody who's in the truth. And he keeps these people close by the whole entire show. And I want you to keep that in mind. Now, let's get into it. Now, he has those people pretty much worshiping him, and we're going to zoom in. Now, the people in the red, I want y'all to understand, they represent the blood. They represent the blood. They represent sacrifice. So I want you to get this understanding. There's color-coded messages going on with the red, the white, and the blue. There's also coded messages in the circle, the square, the X, and the triangle, which we are going to break down. We're going to definitely decode what the symbols mean. Because in order to play the game, Squid Games, you got to know what the controllers are. You got to know what the buttons do. You got to know the configuration. Right? Let's go. So now he has those in the red dancing behind him. All right. And then they all merge together. They all merge together at some point. Now, we're going to specifically hone in on what Samuel L. Jackson says. Now, for his part, we're going to take the subtitles off. Put them on. Mr. Kendrick Lamar, too loud, too ghetto. It says, Lamar, do you really know how to play the game? Do you really know how to play the game, Kendrick? That's what Samuel L. Jackson asked. Now, the game they talking about is Squid Games. Now, I want to share something with y'all because we got to understand why they chose this. Why did they choose this? We got to go into the Squid Game symbology. Squid Games. Symbols, squares, triangles, and meanings explained. Now, it reads, from the moment Squid Games dropped, it first masked soldiers onto the screen. The symbols on their faces demanded attention. Circle, triangle, and square. They're simple, geometric, and eerily familiar. They look like something pulled straight out of a PlayStation controller or a childhood game of tic-tac-toe. And see, those symbols that we were playing with growing up on a PlayStation controller, they were being seared in our conscious. We were being programmed to embrace those images. So when we see it on a big screen, the biggest show in the world, a Super Bowl, where it's like 17, 18 million people watching. They're using those symbols to trigger the people. But we got to understand what these symbols mean. Now, let's talk about the meaning of these symbols. From the moment Squid, we already read that part. Let's get it. The symbols on their faces demand attention. Circle, triangle, and square. They're simple, geometric, and eerily familiar. They look like something pulled straight out of a PlayStation controller or a childhood game, or tic-tac-toe, or a mix of gaming symbols. However, these shapes aren't just aesthetic choices. They're visual cues loaded with meaning, controlling the flow of the story just as much as the rules of the game. And this is what these people are doing, brothers and sisters. They're controlling the flow of the story. You know, these visual cues are to do what? These symbols reflect hierarchy, function, and control. And that's exactly what his performance is about. It's about the hierarchy. It's about function and control. That's what it's about. Yet they also mirror the illusion of choice that trap players and guards alike. In a series where survival feels like a game, it's no surprise that the visual screams gamification. So what do these shapes really mean? And do you pull us deeper into the game's endless cycle? So these shapes have a meaning. They are to pull you into the vicious cycle. Now, we're going to talk about these shapes' meaning because they're going to be using this a lot in the Super Bowl performance. Let's breeze through it. The circle, smooth and endless, represents the workers, which are the lowest rank. They follow orders without questioning them. They're similar to characters coded to perform basic tasks in the video game. In gameplay terms, they're the NPCs, non-playable characters designed to maintain the illusion of the world around the real players. Now, brothers and sisters, the real players are people who chose a side. Whether you on the side of righteousness and you can see, or you on the side of wickedness. Those are the only people who actually matter in the game. Talking about those who are playing the game, those who are fighting. See, brothers and sisters, when you righteous, when you chosen by the Most High, you are the star of your own movie. Everybody else around you are just background characters. When you walking about living your life, they are just background characters because they have not unplugged from the matrix. They are not awakened. Now, those who are evil are awakened, but they're awakened on the left hand side and they know what their mission is. See, they serve Satan just as much as we serve the Most High. So they understand the game. So they are awakened and they're enlightened in their own right. But when we are enlightened, we become targets. A lot of the time, this is what causes gang stalking. This is why people be tweaking and, you know, people be harassing and coming at you sideways because you disturb their existence because you're breaking their illusion. The illusion, those who are in the circle, what we would call a hamster wheel, they're in a strong illusion. All right. Somebody said they also kept promoting a new show that will premiere a new game show that families are controlling the game, similar to watching Hunger Games. Right. And there was a lot of satanic symbology in a lot of the commercials. That's a fact. That is a fact. Now, that's the circle. Let's talk about the triangle. The triangle is sharp and pointed, symbolizing enforcers. Here we have the armed soldiers. They make sure the game is played according to the rules. In order to achieve that, they precisely execute commands, much like the attack button on a game controller. They're the tentacles of the squid, quick to strike and impossible to escape. Now, the powers that be always use the triangle. They always use the Illuminati triangle. Sometimes they have it with the all-seeing eye. And some, you know, they do it different ways. So now the powers that be will eliminate Kendrick if he ever step out of line. These are the enforcers. These are the people that will bust Kendrick head open like a cantaloupe if he really start releasing the secrets, revealing the secrets rather. These are the controllers, the puppet masters, so to speak. Now the square. The square, solid and unyielding, represents supervisors. They are the ones who issue commands and keep everything running. If the circle is the worker bee and the triangle is the soldier ant, the square is the queen holding a hive together. It's the shape of stability, but also confinement, reinforcing the system's control. Brothers and sisters, that's what they're doing. Kendrick's show, his performance is reinforcing the system's control. They're reinforcing the system's control. And that's why you got Uncle Sam telling you to play the game with them. Now, let's get into it. Let's get back to this Super Bowl. And there's more analogies to these buttons, right? These we're going to cover the X first. Well, let's get to the X, then we'll go to that, because you'll see that a lot too. X, the illusion of choice. While not featured on the guard's mask, the X plays a crucial role in Squid Games. It's the button for selecting options. Yes or no, proceed or stop. It mirrors the illusion of choice that defines the series, from the red and blue envelopes to the voting system in which is present. It gives players a false sense of control. When a player presses X, their decision feels deliberate. However, there was ultimately just another move in a pre-scripted game. There go American politics right there. There's the voting system. You feel like you're voting and you think your vote matters. You think you have a choice. No, you are under illusion thinking you have a choice. This is look, everything is pre-scripted. The outcome, problem, reaction, solution. Look, This is how this works. Let me do this person a favor real quick. And y'all let me know in the chat if everything is working properly. Let me know if the audio is still coming through clear. Put a 1 in the chat if everything is working properly. Now, let's get back to this Super Bowl. Let's get back to it. We're going to break that idolatry. Now, again, if you look at Kendrick Lamar, he has a sea of people. He has a sea of people in front of him and behind him, and they are stationed as the American flag. Now, this is all our people wearing this American flag. America has done nothing but put us in captivity. America has cannibalized us. America has blatantly destroyed us. And it's all our people standing in formation. And they're looking down. This is just a crazy image right here. This is a crazy image right here. Let us continue. Now, I want y'all to see something. Some parts I'm unable to, let me see. Because it's very detailed. At some point, this is what I wanted to show y'all. Hold on. At some point, it's crazy because when I click on it doesn't actually, hold up. There you go, right there. That's what I wanted to show y'all. So in this sea of people, they split almost as if they're the Red Sea and Kendrick is walking through. So also it does show you that the flag is divided. That part, RJ, you see what's going on here? The flag is divided, but Kendrick gets to walk right through. So it's like, you know, we should be trying to get free. It's let my people go. It's let my people go. Let me get this person out. See, you know, it's going to be a lot of detractors. There's going to be a lot of people who just can't see. It's a lot of people who just don't get it. They're not symbol literate. But what's being shown here is a country divided. Kendrick's walking through. The people are still in bondage. They're going to be doing military formations because it's military propaganda. They're getting people prepared for the war that's coming. All right. So as you can see, it's being split. Hold on, y'all. One moment. Give me one moment. Sorry about that, brothers and sisters. Thanks for the brief intermission. Yeah, let's get back to it. Somebody says, you be reaching, bro. I F with you, but you doing a disservice. Now, how is this a reach, brothers and sisters? Let me just block anybody who's talking about somebody reaching. You getting blocked immediately. Because you're talking to a person who was just banned in the United States for putting this video up. You're talking to somebody who was banned in the United States for even bringing this information out. So let's not do that. The problem is you don't understand that these puppets are being used. And the issue is a lot of the time is people want to idolize these celebrities. Look, like I said before, I'm going to destroy your idols. I am going to destroy your idols. Matter of fact, let me go to the scriptures right here, because that's what it really boils down to. Your idol worshipers. You don't want to believe that Kendrick is being used. Look, the Bible tells us in Isaiah 44:9, they that make graven images are all of them vanity, and their delectable things shall not profit, and they are their own witnesses. They see not nor know that they may be ashamed. And also it tells you in these scriptures that your idols are not going to save you. They're not going to save you when the war comes. They're not going to save you when all hell is breaking loose in America. These people are going to be living off the high horse. Y'all have an issue understanding. Some of you all have an issue understanding this because this message ain't for you. Now, let's continue. I told you I'm going to ruin your idol. I'm going to make you feel a certain way. Doing the people a disservice. You can clearly see all the symbology. The whole time, look, they're in squares. They got circles. They got triangles. Look, it gets worse. Look at all these squares. They're literally playing Squid Games. Now, there's a part in this particular video. Man, y'all not going to believe it. Hold on. I'm trying to pinpoint it now. Where in the crowd it said wrong way. I might have to take it off screen just to find it. Just to find it. Hold on. We're going to find it. I'm going to find it. Hold up. I think it's right. Hold on. This is what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to pull this off the screen. MR, thanks you for the support. I appreciate it. Let me pull this off the screen just so I can find what I'm looking for, because I do not want to get hit with copyright. And there's a moment in this broadcast, in this performance, where the audience has lights that says, warning, going the wrong way. And Kendrick is literally leading them the wrong way. Like you can't make it up. So I'm going to find that part and I'm going to pause it there and bring it back. They ain't going to catch me with this copyright no more. Hold on. We going to get it. Because they tell you right there in plain sight. Y'all give me one moment. I'm looking at it now. Okay. Did I pass it? And if you want to see the live coverage of the actual video moving, you just have to watch the Patreon version. Hold on. Hold on. Up, there you go. Now look at this, y'all. Look at this. I want y'all to see this. Clear as day. Warning, wrong. Hold on. Warning, wrong way. Warning, wrong way. He has these people marching with him. He's leading, and it says, warning, wrong way. What do you think Kendrick is leading you idolaters? The wrong way. He's an agent of chaos. Same thing with Kanye West. A lot of y'all gave me pushback for speaking about Kanye. Y'all said new breed. You know what I'm saying? You reaching. You said the same thing. But you got to keep in mind, Kanye West is a billionaire. He brags about being a billionaire, and he ain't so much as started a community for any of us. He ain't done nothing for the people. These are agents of chaos. Only thing Kanye has done is cause confusion. And Kendrick is one of the same. Now, I know some of y'all are fans of his music, but I think some of it is kind of trash. What they talking about now, what they talking about now, what they talking about now, what they talking about now. I'm just speaking my opinion. I don't think all of it is all that good, especially when he repeats himself for 40 bars straight. It's not all that. It's just not. Know what I'm saying? He has some good songs. He is talented. They are going to use the most talented artists to push the mission. But the man is clearly a puppet. Clearly a puppet. It says warning, wrong way. He's leading the people the wrong way. Then he proceeds, they're following him. They're following him. Now, in this scene right here, he has those in the white. He's performing for them. He's performing for them, but everybody else seemed to part. Everybody else dispersed. But he keeps these people close to him pretty much the entire performance. Some of you all are probably wondering why. Because if he can fool the very elect, he would. Those wearing the white, they symbolize those who are in the know. And this is why Kendrick claimed to be an Israelite, claimed to know this, and claimed to be enlightened. These are the ones he's keeping close. But they're just cogs in the game. They're just NPCs too for him. This is how he's able to do his sorcery and his magic. Now, he performs for them. And then the next scene, they're all in the X. They're all in the X. Hold on, let's get to it. I wonder why it doesn't stop where I stop it. I'm trying to show y'all. Well, y'all can probably see me zooming it. Y'all see that giant X right there? Put a 1 if y'all see that X. X marks the spot, right? You got all the people wearing white inside the X. X marks the spot. White represents purity. He has them all inside the X. Right? All right, now that you got that, what does the X mean in Squid Games? Let's go. Y'all give me one moment. Y'all give me one moment. Let me pull this up. Hold on. What does the X mean in Squid Games? Let's go. The illusion of choice. While not featured on the guard's mask, plays a crucial role in the Squid Games. It's the button for selecting options, yes or no, proceed or stop. It mirrors the illusion of choice that defines the series, from the red and blue envelopes to the voting system in which it is present. It gives players a false sense of control when a player presses X. Their decisions feel deliberate. However, this is ultimately just another move in a pre-scripted game. So here you have. The people in the X are under the illusion, believing that they have free will and believing they have a choice. Now, let's get it. Hold on one more. One moment. All right. Sorry for the interruptions. Sorry for the interruptions. All right, we're going to get to this stream. I know it was no sound for a second. Had to go take care of some business. My bad, y'all. My bad. Hold on one moment. Yeah, my bad, y'all. My bad. I'm just hearing interruptions. I have to regulate, get some things situated. My bad. Now, back into the stream. Now, Kendrick leads all these people into the X. He leads them into the X. Let's get back to the Super Bowl. Now, I want y'all to watch this. Now, this lady here, SZA, she comes out. Hold on, let's hold it up. Let's get the top view right there. SZA is inside of the triangle. Now, this is right after Samuel L. Jackson talks about playing the game. Uncle Sam comes on the screen and he says, Kendrick, are you playing the game? And then he says, you got to tighten up, deduct one life. He says, deduct one life, one player down. I mean, that represents sacrifice. That represented sacrifice. So right before, man, this is so demonic, bro. Now, y'all know this lady in red standing in the pyramid. This represents the what? Whore of Babylon. This is the Whore of Babylon right here. So, look, they put this stuff right in your face, y'all. But what do the scriptures say? It says in Colossians 2:8, beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the traditions and rudiments of this world, not after Christ. Look, don't let these celebrities get you messed up out here. They're satanic. So she's playing the scarlet colored harlot. She's playing the role of the harlot in the middle of the pyramid. Like how satanic can it get before people be like, you know what, Bree? This is quite satanic. Matter of fact, what does the triangle represent in Squid Games, right? Because that's all the symbols they got. In Squid Games, the triangle represents the execution. The triangle button typically triggers special attacks or interactions representing the armed forcer in the series. They're sharp, dangerous, and always ready to act. Much like the triangle on a controller, these guards maintain the system's order, moving with precision to eliminate threats and enforce rules. Who y'all think the threat is? The threat is God's people. The threat is the Most High. The threat is those who can actually see. Yeah, and this is also an upside down triangle. It's for a reason. Yeah, she represents the harlot that's drunken of the blood of the saints. Absolutely. And guess who's right next to her? Now, we missed something here because I want y'all to see her hand gestures. Huh. Oh, no, we got to show you. Because everybody been glazing this performance. Anyway, she threw up the devil horns. I don't know if I'm going to be able to catch it. She definitely threw up the devil horns when she got on stage. Which, like I said, if you want the video version, you just got to go to my Patreon. She throws up the devil horns, and guess who joined her? Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar joined her. Let me see. It's probably right before that. A little bit more. Let's see. There you go. Y'all see? Clear as day. Caught red-handed. Caught red-handed. Throwing up the devil horns. And then who joins her? Inside the triangle? Inside the pyramid? Kendrick. With the bell bottom, rocking bell bottoms. Now the triangle is lit up, and now people are walking around the circle. They're walking around the circle. Now, what did the circle represent? Those who are mindless, those who are under the delusion, those who continue to do the same thing, those who are what they call the worker bees, the soft targets, the casualties, the NPCs. They're just walking around the circle. Those are the ones who can't see, who won't see, who refuse to see. It's Squid Games, y'all. And then, man, y'all gonna get a trip out of this one. Now, this one, it gets crazy. Uncle Sam said, what?
That's what I'm talking about. That's what America wants. Nice and calm. You're almost there. Don't mess.
That's what America wants, nice and calm. He wants you to be blind, calm, passive, afraid to speak truth, afraid to lift your voice and cry aloud, afraid to tell the truth. Look, I just got banned in America for putting this information out. And I'm coming back still bold. Now look at his hands. Look at his hands. Y'all tell me what's going on. Yeah, this man ain't acting at all. He throwing up the 666s. He said, this is what we want, y'all, nice and calm. Now, when Sam jumped on the screen the last time, let me see if I can find the last time when he said player deducted. Here you go, right here, because this is important too. This is important too.
Yo, culture cheat code. Scorekeeper, deduct one life.
He said that Kendrick brung his people with him and he found a culture cheat code. He said, you brung your people with you. You found a culture cheat code. What does that mean? Meaning if you have a movement, if you have people supporting you, if you have people pushing you, and you have the talent, you can get put on. Yeah, you can be famous. You can be known worldwide. He found a cheat code, but deduct one player. That represents sacrifice, y'all. If you want to keep playing the game, because he asked Kendrick in the other one, do you want to play the game? Kendrick, tighten up. If you know how to play the game, tighten up. Because y'all got to understand, Samuel L. Jackson is boule. He's a controller. Samuel L. Jackson, he's up there. He's highly Masonic. He's been around for a long time. He could perhaps even be Kendrick's handler. At least in this situation, he's his handler. He's giving him the game. But if you make it to a certain level, a blood sacrifice is required. Blood sacrifice is required. It says, okay, let me see. Let's go. So now you have SZA in the middle of the circle. She in the middle of the circle of those who are mindless, going in circles. And she's the whore of Babylon. And then Sam says, that's what America wants. Nice and calm. Hey, must we read what the circle represented one more time? Being passive, right? Also, the circle can do this, often used for dodging and canceling actions. The circle button parallels the lowest ranking guards who operate passively, avoiding direct confrontation. They don't act unless ordered, blending into the background, the obedient NPCs in a larger game. That's most people. That's most of the world. Most of the world are fit into the circle, the hamster wheel. Those who can see can see. See, they playing a highly sophisticated game on the people, and we're not meant to see it. We're not meant to see it. Now, it goes on to say, let's see, let me do this. Let me do this for y'all. And then of course Serena Williams came out. Now look, the square is lit up and the triangle is lit up. Those in the circle, they've been knocked off the board. Do y'all see this? Look, those in the circle, they've been knocked off the board. And guess what? They used the X to knock them off the board. I said, look, pay attention, y'all. The X marks the spot. You put all those who can see, all those who are enlightened. Kendrick Lamar marched them into the X. The crowd said, warning, that's the wrong way. But he led them there anyway. He led them into the X, and now they're off the board. Now they're off the board. Only those in the triangle, meaning the regulators, and those in the square, well, both of those are regulators, but the one in the triangle, they're the executioners. The one in the square, they're a little bit more temporal. They keep those are the Uncle Sambos. Those in the square are the ones that, keep the other sheep in line. So when I be calling these rappers squares, they really are some squares. Y'all some squares out here. And somebody says, New Breed, you notice game over, like it flashed in the stands. Exactly. And game over flashed in the stands. It's hard to pinpoint this stuff doing it the way I'm doing it. But I'm telling you, this is a very satanic ritual that they did on the people. It really is. And then, of course, Serena Williams come out, crip walking. I don't know what Serena did to herself, bro, but she doesn't look the same. Like, what's going on with Serena? Like, I don't know what this woman did to herself, but this is wild, bro. She got a certain demeanor, evil look in her face too. I ain't even gonna lie. Shorty looking mad evil out here in these streets. And I don't know about that, guy. But yeah, she comes out there crip walking, and that's more gangbanger stuff too. I know that she's from LA, Kendrick from LA. She used to date Drake, and she's pretty much dancing, crip walking, but this is still gangbanger stuff too. Now Kendrick has everybody surrounding him. Now notice this is all our people. He bring Mustard out. Now, why is nothing but our people wearing the red, white, and the blue? Like, America is going to be destroyed. Most High he not happy with this. He not happy with this at all. The scriptures tell us. The scriptures tell us. Jeremiah 11:12. Then shall the cities of Judah and the inhabitants of Jerusalem go and cry unto the gods unto whom they offer incense, but they shall not save them at all in the time of trouble. Kendrick Lamar is not going to save you in trouble. Kanye West is not going to save you in a time of trouble. None of these celebrities are going to save you in a time of trouble. You idolize them, you purchase their tickets, their albums, their records, all of that. But in a time of trouble, they will not save you. I'm telling you. Look at this. I'm trying to catch where it says game over too. And then I want you to understand that also some of the songs he was performing, right? He turn your TV off. He was talking about the enlightened ones who went into the X. They the only ones, those wearing white who went into the X, the only ones who got knocked off the board. But he was performing turn your TV off.
What you really need to do is turn your real TVs off in your house. You need to turn them TVs off. But those who were pure, those who were wearing white, who went into the X, the lights went out while he was performing Turn Your TV Off. Who do you think he was talking about? Those who are pure, those who are enlightened. Somebody said they blocked your first video. I am very aware of that because I'm not supposed to be able to break this down like this, and I'm not supposed to know what they're doing. So what they did was they banned it in America. That video is banned in the United States. If you want access to that, you have to follow me on Rumble and you have to follow me on Patreon. And the blue and red symbolism represents Democrats, Republicans, and so forth. But this stuff is real. Look. Oh, snap, my bad. And I want you to keep in mind that the Super Bowl was lackluster. It was 62 points put up total. It was a blowout. The Eagles had 40. The Chiefs had 22. You know, it wasn't even a good game. But nonetheless, it was one of the most watched Super Bowls in American history. So this performance right here, this ritual, it caught wind about 20 million people. And the whole goal is to get our people fighting their wars, man. It's to get us to pray for Babylon. It's to get us to stay in the matrix. Oh, snap. I didn't mean to play it. I ain't trying to get here. I know it's a lot of other people who able to react to this, but I'm not one of them because of the way I expose this. Like, if you look at this performance, it's dark. Like, look at this. He brings them all into the X. Let's just briefly run this down real quickly. They go into the forbidden fruit. You got the checkerboard floor with you got all the symbols from Squid Games. Samuel L. Jackson calls himself Uncle Sam, which means there's military propaganda being pushed. Fast forward, Kendrick surrounds himself around all those who are wearing white. Everybody else dispersed. He gets worshipped by those wearing white, those who are pure. They worship him, right? Then you fast forward a little bit more. Those in red, they come behind them. They represent sacrifice. They represent blood. You fast forward some more. Kendrick gets on stage and everybody in white, they're standing in front of him. Hold on, I want y'all to see this. Oh man, that part is crazy. All right, so look, he's on stage. They're wearing red, which represents sacrifice. Everybody in front of him is wearing white, but they're standing in a military formation. That's the military propaganda right there. So they're willing to follow Kendrick anywhere he's going. Those who are pure-hearted, right? He begins to march. Let's get to marching. He starts marching, right? Down after standing in the middle of them, they then split apart, creating a sea for him to walk through. He marches forward with his military, his army. Something in the audience says, warning, you're going the wrong way. You're going the wrong way. He leads them into an X. The X is a delusion. The X is used to make people think they have a choice. Now, people think that with politics. After he spends more time with those in the white, and he's in the streets, this his people. I'm telling you, somebody near Kendrick Lamar is going to be sacrificed, bro. Hold on. Mark my words. Listen to what I'm telling y'all. Somebody near Kendrick Lamar's camp, I'm getting these downloads as they coming. Somebody that more than likely came up with him on a street level, they're going to end up dying, bro. I'm telling y'all. Because when Samuel L. Jackson said, do you know how to play the game, deduct one player? That's what he's talking about. Or somebody might have perhaps already passed. I don't know. But something's coming. Somebody said his aunt died. See, I don't know. But that sounds like sacrifice, right? It goes on. Hold on. What did he say? You got to hear this part again. This.
Yo, culture cheat code.
Hold on. What did he say? Hold on. What did he say?
Scorekeeper. Deduct one life.
Deduct one life. He didn't say deduct a point. Scorekeeper, deduct one life. He said you brought your people from the streets. He said that's a culture cheat code. Scorekeeper, deduct one life. Deduct one life. How else do you interpret that, y'all? Yo, somebody said his aunt died Grammy night. Bro, if y'all telling the truth on that, bro, we about to get into something. Hold on, let me look that up. Somebody said his aunt died Grammy night. You gotta be kidding me. Please don't be making stuff up. Don't do it. Wow. Bro, you can't make this up. Lamar, whose music is heavily associated with Los Angeles and its culture, also mentioned the passing of his aunt who died the day before the Grammy ceremony. Yo. I didn't even know that. He announced it during it. She died a day before. Now y'all want to know why he got those 5 Grammys? Now come on now. 5 Grammys for a song is excessive for a song like that, a diss record. It's excessive. Kendrick Lamar is the next American Idol. So she had to go. There had to be a sacrifice. Y'all be thinking this stuff is a game, bro. Meanwhile, Kendrick getting 5 Grammys, everybody in the world glazing him, everybody in the world, claiming he's the best artist to ever do what he do. Then he gets to perform at the Super Bowl. But his aunt dies a day before the Grammys. It's a dirty, dirty game. It's a dirty game. Nobody's really breaking this ritual down like this, man. You're going to see people do it afterwards. You're going to see people touch on this, but they're not going to address all of this stuff. If you see it, they came over here, they watched my broadcast, and they just copied it. All right? Because everybody else in the world is worshiping Kendrick Lamar. He has become an idol. So then he deducts a point. Then he leads all his people wearing white. Now, the people in blue, they're outside of the X. And there's only 2 people wearing red inside the X. Do y'all see this? Look, 2 of them are wearing red inside the X. Why? Because they represent sacrifice. They represent blood. Now, the majority of the people inside the X are wearing white. They represent those who are pure, those who really love Kendrick, those who are conscious people, socially aware people, people of truth, people of enlightenment that he has fooled. They are now in the X that he led him into. And the crowd said, warning, you're going the wrong way. Y'all going the wrong way. So Kendrick led you where? The wrong way. So he leads you into this X. And then this devil here, SZA, she's a talented devil. She pops out in a triangle, wearing all red, throwing up satanic devil signs. And then Kendrick comes and join her. Kendrick comes and join her. Inside the satanic triangle. Now we know what the triangle represents. Do I need y'all to remind y'all? Let me see if y'all been paying attention, because this has been a master class on a collegiate level here. Have you been paying attention to what the triangle means? The executioners, right? Those who can escape. And there's also multiple meanings, because we know that this is Illuminati, Freemasonic stuff too. So yeah, it represents the puppet masters. And everybody get the likes up on the video, share the material. You know what I'm saying? We bringing out a lot of details here, and let's get this video spread. So it represents the whore of Babylon, right? Now people are going around a circle. Now look, the mindless sheep are going around a circle. They're just walking in circles, like they're brainwashed. Meanwhile, if you look from a distance, here, you can see Kendrick and SZA standing in the pyramid, while everybody else is walking in a circle. What does the circle represent? One more time, just so y'all can understand. I know it may seem like I'm being repetitive, but people tend to not understand what's taking place unless you repeat it. Often used for dodging and canceling actions, the circle button parallels the lowest ranking guards who operate passively, avoiding direct confrontation. They don't act unless ordered, blended into the background like obedient NPCs, non-playable characters in a larger game. That is the masses. That represents the masses. They're going around this circle. And then what happens is crazy next, because all of a sudden you see the triangle and the circle seems to be losing light. The light is dimming on the circle. The light is dimming to eventually the light turns completely off. And now the circle, they're still walking around. And now you're going to get another aerial view and the circle will be completely off after SZA performs in the circle. So now they're walking in circles around the mindless people, the drones, the NPCs, those in a hamster wheel, those who don't want to wake up, those who don't want to choose a side. SZA now, she goes from the pyramid to the circle. And now she's brainwashing them with her enchantments, right? And then Uncle Sam says, this is what I'm talking about. Listen to what he says.
That's what America wants.
That's what America wants. What do America want, Sam?
Nice and calm.
Nice and calm. Because they played a calm song, right? That's what America wants. Nice and calm. Yo, this man's playing the role of Uncle Sambo. He wants to keep you passive. He wants to keep you on the wheel. Look, at this time, look, brothers and sisters, we shouldn't be trying to get the patriotic spirit. We should be trying to save ourselves. Yeah, this is the guy from the Django. You know how many casting couches that Samuel L. Jackson had to lay down for to get casted in movies like Star Wars and all of that? You know how many times these people then violated Samuel L. Jackson? I'm just keeping it a buck with y'all. Y'all know how many times he got violated to be in the position he in. That's neither here nor there. Some of y'all not ready for that info. We look up to these actors, but they're not our leaders. They work for the system. They want to keep us in order and keep us in line. Well, we need to be working on building our own communities, because these celebrities ain't going to do it. These are millionaires and billionaires. They ain't built y'all a school. They ain't built us nothing. They got gold cards and black cards, and they ain't doing nothing for the people. Only thing they do is tax write-offs. But we want to idolize them people. So then he says, that's what America wants, nice and calm. And then Kendrick is he has those in the white. Again, he keeps very close to those in the white. right? All by design. But then it gets interesting because all of them form a circle. Kendrick's right in the middle of it. And this is when it gets strange because he's playing Turn Your TV Off. He's playing right now, he's performing Turn Your TV Off and that Drake diss song, right? But here's the interesting part. He's talking about turn your TV off, but then when you get an aerial view, the only TV is turned off is those who went into the circle and those who went into the X. Kendrick Lamar, his job is to lead people who are enlightened and socially aware into a stronger delusion to eventually turn a TV off. That's what he's here for. And you know what's so crazy, man? I woke up this morning and I knew exactly what to talk about today because I literally dreamed. I dreamed about this performance. Now, yesterday, I was too busy putting out that fire track. I didn't even really watch the performance. I seen it a little bit later and I didn't see the whole thing. But immediately when I went to sleep, at first I was like, okay, he did his thing, he performed. And then immediately when I went to sleep, the Most High just started giving me all these downloads at what I looked at. And I got up and I was like, Lord, that's what you want me to do? All right, here we go. Let's talk about it. So I know that this is truly Holy Spirit motivated and driven. Like, look, brothers and sisters, they just canceled me the last stream I did. You know, they pretty much banned it in the United States. I'm right back doing this again, but this is more precise than the first one. It's more precise. Why? Because the Most High wants the message out. It's his Holy Spirit led, man. But I'm telling y'all, we got to stop idolizing these daggone celebrities, man. Right now, it's time for us to wake up. Don't let these people spoil you through vain philosophy. The Bible tell you, because we go to the scriptures over here. In 1 Timothy 4:7, it says, but refuse profane and old wives' tales, fables, and exercise thyself rather unto godliness. They playing Squid Games with the people is strange. They're using fables, wives' tales, historical fallacies, piggybacking off the loss of life. Squid Games really took place in real life, in case y'all didn't know, but they sitting here playing with this stuff.
Did you know that the Squid Game really existed and is based on a true story? In the 1970s, there were special camps in South Korea where women, men, and even children of all ages were taken. They all wore the same blue uniforms and were called by numbers exactly the same as in the Squid Game. In these camps, they lived in rooms full of bunk beds, and each of these rooms housed an average of 100 people. In these camps, hundreds or even thousands of people worked every day in harsh conditions, and if they chose to resist or even run away, they were punished by the guards. These punishments were very cruel and often ended in death. But why did these camps exist? South Korea had a problem that a lot of people were unemployed or homeless, so the government decided to create a program to give these people a second chance. But the problem was that instead of these people, those who were perfectly fine were also brought to the camps, and over time these places became concentration camps. The government shut down these camps a few years later, but still tries to keep most of the information secret. It is not confirmed if Squid Game was actually based on this real event, but if you look at all the details mentioned, it is quite possible that it really was like this. Subscribe.
And see, that's right. Somebody said it. Ain't nothing new under the sun. Ain't nothing new under the sun. Somebody says, and when SZA came on stage, the red came out in a zigzag like a snake. Yeah, she represented the whore of Babylon, who was drunk off of the blood of the saints. That's what she represented. She represented the Babylonian whore, the harlot. And Kendrick was right there side by side with the harlot. People thinking Kendrick some type of revolutionary, that he found some type of cheat code. No, he took the oath just like every other multi-platinum recording artist. Look, they took the oath. Somebody said, what is her task, Bree? Her task was to do exactly what, that's a good question. Her task is to do exactly what Kendrick was doing. She played the role of the harlot. She represented the sacrifice as well, but she did the same thing Kendrick did. She did the same thing. She performed in the circle, but Kendrick is in a higher level than she's at. Like, you can't deny this stuff. They want to lead us into FEMA camps, man. Homelessness, that's what people was going into those camps in Korea. Trump doing the biggest homeless transport in U.S. history. Where you think these people going? Yep, somebody said it. To seduce men to give themselves up for their war. Yep. Y'all got to understand, man. Kendrick told you in Reincarnation, he said, I'm a stargazer. He's a stargazer. Him, man, don't follow the Bible. Like Kendrick, the Bible says if he can fool the very elect, if Satan can fool the very elect, then he will. Kendrick playing games with y'all. That man said, I'm a stargazer. Kendrick is very similar to Nas, right? Nas like to throw out 5%er knowledge, Islamic knowledge, a little bit of New Age, a little bit of Buddhism, Hinduism, just so you can get all of that fan base. Anybody who's conscious on any level will gravitate towards music that's spiritual. But you can only be serving one or two masters. Either your music is serving the Most High, the Creator, or your music is serving Satan. Satan is the helm of every world religion. And then, yeah, also King Connect pointed out, he be repping Gemini real hard. They be into this astrology nonsense. When you become born again, you don't need astrology. You become a new person. I'm telling y'all. Yeah, Kendrick sealed his fate. The Most High gonna deal with him. All of these entertainers sold out. They all sold out. They all sold out. I mean, we really broke this down to the decimal. Anybody saying, Newbury, you're reaching, you are blind. You're the people in that circle. If I'm reaching, if you believe that I'm reaching, you these people up in that circle, wearing the red, white, and blue, going in a circle, falling into the spirit of patriotism. Somebody said, Bree, did you see the Elon commercial? No, I didn't. So I guess I'm gonna have to see that. Y'all about to put me on. I didn't watch the Super Bowl. I was too busy getting my song prepared to post. I did not watch the Super Bowl. But what I'll do is, if y'all have any commercial recommendations, I'm gonna check it out. I don't know what the copyright gonna do. So I'll just play the audio of it and watch it. Elon actually had a commercial. Yo, the commercials be having a lot of symbolism. Y'all got to tell me what the commercial called, because I don't see that. I know Kanye had a commercial. Yahweh says, is it freedom or religion or a confusion tactic? Yeah, it's a confusion tactic. When they calling out he a stargazer, he 5%er, he Muslim, he this, that's to attract every fan base and to confuse people. So he had a Starlink commercial. Let's see. I see Starlink. I don't see a commercial. Somebody gonna have to send me that. Yeah, somebody gonna have to send me that. Let's see. Somebody says Trump want to be near the Holy Land. Somebody says they all sold out. This is a fact. Yeah. Somebody said, I'm wondering if the XXX movie with Sam Jackson was symbolizing something now. Oh, that's an interesting point right there. Redskin Archer says Satan can fool the elect. Look at Kevin Gates. He thinks he's so intelligent, but he's really a sexual pervert and worship false gods and false idols and idolatry. Yeah, that's the mass majority of these celebrities. A lot of them are pansexuals. They serve the god Pan. Somebody said the circle also forms a one eye symbol if you look at it. That's true. And they typically have that circle near the pyramid. And normally you see the pyramid with the eye over it. I mean, we looking at this from a very different vantage point than most people. A lot of people can't see. A lot of people are NPCs, man. They really are. They are extremely blind. Like, y'all can share this video with somebody, break it down. You can just break down the information. They're not going to want to hear it. Why? Because the Super Bowl is designed to keep the people under bread and circus mind manipulation. It's the same thing that happened in the Roman Colosseum, y'all. It's to keep the people asleep. Bread and circus keep them fed, keep them docile, keep them dormant. That's why Samuel Jackson said, that's what we want, America. We want y'all calm. No, he's saying we want y'all sleep. That Negro played the role of Sambo. That's what we want. We want y'all calm. We want y'all sleep. We don't want y'all thinking y'all got to do anything. No, we want you to watch football. We want you to sit back, watch football, order Uber Eats, let the artificial intelligence vehicles, ship your food to you. Because, the irony of all of this is in the Squid Games, those internment camps was for those who were unemployed. Well, Trump spent $500 billion on artificial intelligence. What the hell you think is about to happen? Those who are in the circle, who just go with the daily rigmarole, those who don't question nothing, those who don't make plans or contingency plans, they're going to be put in the X and marked off the map. And artificial intelligence will be replacing the jobs. And the people who've been saying, look, y'all, we got to figure out our own way. Yo, we got to get out of America. America's Babylon. Yo, then y'all going to want to hit. Then everything New Breed been saying for the last year, then y'all going to just all of a sudden, y'all didn't heard everything I said. I ain't lying. That's how it's going to go. All of a sudden, everything I'm saying now is going to haunt you. It's going to haunt you. Everybody talking about New Breed, he fear mongering. He's all of that nonsense, Look, let me tell y'all, I say this all the time. I tell people all the time, you ain't got to link up with me and my folks who are preparing, but find somebody that you can rock with. Find somebody that is like-minded. Find somebody, some families that are at least putting some plans in motion. That's all I'm saying. And if you can't get with that, if you can't understand that, don't waste your time getting scared. Because if you're scared, you can go to church where they're not telling you nothing. This ain't our, look, America, don't get caught up in the patriotism. This is not our fight. Whatever they trying to fight against, it ain't our fight. We got our own issues. Somebody said, we need an investment discussion group or something that we can help each other get better prepared. Oh, that's what we do in person. This is what we're going to do in person. We don't do that on no groups online so the algorithm can jack it up or they can be spot. No, we're going to be somewhere in the middle. We're going to be somewhere off grid talking face to face. We're going to be somewhere off grid having the deep conversations. Yeah, you got Elon Musk trying to turn people into robots and all that. Somebody said 500 people from 8 billion people off grid is the best. Look, I'm going to tell y'all something. The reason why Trump put that executive order out about the artificial intelligence is because the game is almost over. Just like they said on the Super Bowl in the audience when they held up the lights that says game over. It's game over for America. The game is over. This land is going to be totally ran by the artificial intelligence through a series of codes and algorithms. We are in cyberpunk. That's a fact. And once you get it, you're going to move accordingly, not out of the spirit of fear, but you're going to move out of the spirit of understanding and wisdom, and never in haste. Because the Most High is going to give his people time to do whatever we need to do. Make no mistake about that. He's not going to forsake the righteous. The Most High will spare certain places in the world just to make sure his people are doing what they need to do. Somebody said, people don't let people fool you. That Canada hates America. Biggest lie ever. We will fight with you. Yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting. Because, you know, they talking about making Canada a state. Trump is talking about making Canada a state. Uncle Sam wants you. That's the propaganda they want to put. You see all our people like, look at some of the still images. Like, let me show y'all something. Just look how our people were looking in the red, white, and blue. There's one scene where they're standing there and they got their faces down. They look, this one right here. Just look at them. That looks like bondage. This is the Most High. This is supposed to be the children of the light in bondage to the flag with another American idol. Nah, bruh. Trump ain't did nothing for us. There was not a comprehensive plan for Black America. They got you thinking you free, like the dude on the inauguration, that preacher that was talking about free at last. Thank God Almighty, we free at last. Free where? Where we free at, y'all? Where are we free at? Because right here, this looked like slavery. This looked like bondage. This looked like men who have been broken. We don't have our own flag. On the contrary, we actually do have our own flag, by the way. If you're talking about the United Nation of Israel's flag, yeah, that was our flag. We tried to introduce that to the people. And one day, you know, things will come into fruition with that. And I won't speak too much on that. But let's just say, why we got to be representing somebody else's flag? Why? Why we don't have our own flag? The Bible actually speaks about us having our own flag. Planting our flags down in the soil. Making declarations unto the Most High. But we sitting here in a flag that represents our bloodshed. Represents our death. And Kendrick Lamar got y'all getting patriotic. I'm telling y'all, man, The rabbit hole is real. It's real. And then he leads his people down the wrong way. And by the way, a lot of the choreography, they look like they was possessed. A lot of the choreography looked like demonic possession to me. Somebody said it. Ford Fitness says this is a good breakdown, New Breed. Keep your foot on a next. Let's go. That's what I'm saying. All praises to the Most High. Let me see. I got a couple starred comments. Let me shout out the people who've been supportive of the stream. Mandy, thank you for the $50 contribution. She says they won't divide us. The new track slaps. Be blessed. Thank you, Mandy. I appreciate it. And shout out to MR. Says power is in the truth, so keep spreading it. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, Kevin Wilson says squabble. It says squared circle of alchemy has the circle triangle square in it and is only missing the X. Right. Right. Because they are into alchemy. And that is a square triangle right there. And alchemy is, for those who don't know, sorcery, magic. See, these symbols harness energy. These symbols harness energy. And a lot of people died right before this Super Bowl. Last year's Super Bowl with the Kansas City Chiefs, or maybe a couple years ago, y'all remember 3 people froze to death in Kansas. This time, a lot of people died for this Super Bowl. I'm talking about planes falling from the sky. Just madness going on. Yeah, these are sigils. Sigils, rather. Somebody says, oh man, that's deep. Oh man, I gotta share something on that, on sigils. We're gonna talk about that. I'm gonna do a lesson on sigils because when you become symbol literate, it's life changing. It's life changing. I'm gonna save that though. I can really break down how alchemy works and how they use it on a daily basis, how alchemy is used every single day. And you may not even know that that alchemy is being practiced on you. These are some of the things I got to bring out in the future, because as time is moving forward, there's more knowledge that's coming to age. You know, some of the seals are being released, and you know, some of the scrolls are being released, man. Yeah. Boom. AJ on it. AJ on it. I'm just leaving it at that. AJ is on it. Yes, that's what I was going to talk about, actually. I'm going to do a separate video really breaking it down. Emojis are sigils. They really are. They all derive from something. They all are coded. It's wild when you really get into it. But we're going to go there one day. I'm going to do even if it's just a quick video so I can show y'all what I'm talking about. Like, when you become symbol literate, like, they can't trick you like that. One thing you're not going to see, and I'm an entertainer. I'm a music artist, not an entertainer. I'm a music artist. And one thing you will never see is just all these demonic symbols, bro. I'm not rocking with that, because I can see what they're doing. Yeah. When we cover that, we're going to go into the parables and all that. Somebody said, Bree, can you do that tomorrow? Yeah, I can put something together. Yeah, they're summoning demons for sure. Somebody says, I don't even watch the Super Bowl. It been demonic. Yah uses whom he pleases to any will he pleases. People need to repent for things known and unknown. Yes, I agree. Let's see. Someone says, Tanya says, I thank God for Bree. He's been my rock since 2020. I found him, resonated immediately. He's been such a healing force in my life. I can't even express that enough, man. All praises to the Most High. And see, when y'all give him these positive words, and just, you know, the acknowledgement, pardon me, it make me feel a certain way, man. And also motivates me to continue to work, knowing that the content has a resounding effect on people in a positive way. And so that's what I do it for. That's the blessing, knowing that it's actually impacting people. Because more often than not, a lot of creators, they get caught up in numbers, and they get caught up in their reach and how famous they are and all these vain things. Me, I look at every single number that's on this board. Everybody watching, viewing, I see them all as people. You're all people. And these are actual souls. I don't look at it as just data and numbers. And no, this is why I maintain my my morals. It's because I don't want a bunch of bots. I don't want a bunch of trolls. I try to maintain my integrity because I don't want people over here for all the wrong reasons. I want people over here so they can learn and apply certain things to their lives, or just be able to see what's going on, right? Somebody says, exactly, he's the Mason, so he wasn't tricked. They know what they signing up for. Yeah, Kendrick knows what he signed up for. He knows that he was used. I mean, SZA knows the same thing. She was used. Kendrick was used. Here he is in the Babylonian Triangle with SZA. She's playing the role as the harlot of Babylon. Kendrick is right with these people. Kendrick is with these people, and we gotta stop worshiping these people. They're nothing more than idols. They're nothing more than idols. Matter of fact, the Bible talks about that, and I try to warn people all the time. 1 Corinthians 10:14. It says, wherefore, my dearly beloved, flee from idolatry. Deuteronomy 12:32. What things soever I command you, observe to do it. Thou shalt not add thereto, nor diminish from it. If there arise among you a prophet, a dreamer of dreams, and giveth thee a sign and wonder, and the sign of wonder come to pass, spake unto thee, lest after going, it says, lest us go after other gods. Meaning that if there's somebody who can bring forth truth through visions and truth, and it comes to fruition, then you can follow that. If they saying something going to happen and it don't happen, then that's somebody you dealing with that's dealing with idolatry, idol gods. That's something you got to look out for. Somebody says in the Starlink commercial at the end, it says, if you could see the sky, you are connected. Let me see that. Let me find this Starlink commercial. I'm going to give y'all my breakdown because y'all must want me to. I found it, Starlink ad. Y'all must want me to see this one. Let me put Starlink ad Superbowl. I see something that says top 10 commercials, but it's not showing that exact commercial. Oh, here we go. No, that's not it. I guess I'm gonna somebody have to send it to me. Somebody got to send it to me. I don't see it on YouTube. I didn't watch the Super Bowl, so I don't know. Dame, you sent it? Instagram? Yeah. Man, all right. It's a lot of people sending it at one time. So is it a T-Mobile commercial? It says a Starlink. I don't know. I don't have it. Probably because I got requests. All right, I think I found it. No? Yeah, I get so much stuff, y'all. Somebody who already follows me, please send it. Because y'all clearly want to know my take on that commercial. First of all, I don't think Elon Musk is human. Let's just put that out there first and foremost, right? Let me see. Yeah, nobody sent it to me. At least I don't see it. And I believe part 1 is officially available on Patreon too. Yeah, straight off the breaks, not human. Not human. It's T-Mobile and Starlink. All right, man. I don't know why it'd be so difficult to look certain things up. Elon Musk, T-Mobile commercial. Okay. Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
Over 500,000 square miles of the U.S. unreachable by any cell phone tower. Places where emergency texts never sent, where emotional messages are not received, and countless memories are left unshared. Doing good. You're doing good. But T-Mobile is about to change that. T-Mobile partnered with Starlink to launch hundreds of satellites, creating the only space-based network that automatically connects to the phone you already have. And because connection means everything, we're inviting anyone on any wireless carrier to experience it for free. You won't believe where I am right now.
Ain't nothing free.
T-Mobile's Starlink.
Okay, so look, I could tell you right now, 500 billion of those dollars that was spent for AI, part of that went towards this initiative too. And it's really trying to ruin all right, what it's doing is cover more of the grid. They don't want people off grid. So notice initially it's talking about how much coverage is unavailable in certain places. They want to be able to trace and track, man. Look, something with those drones have something to do with those satellites that they sent up in the sky. That's a whole lot of satellites. That's a whole lot of satellites. And it's all about surveillance. It's all about surveillance, data collection, using information, trying to get us caught up in the net, man. Same old tricks, same old games they playing. Somebody says, it's so refreshing talking about the Bible and learning like here on New Breed Channel, man. I'm glad y'all learning, man. All praises. Somebody said Tom Brady and Pete Davidson battery commercial. Oh, man, y'all about to put me on, man. Tom Brady. Let's see. Let's see what we got here.
Hey, Tom, I've got Mikey, the winner of the Noble contest. You want to take that now? Yeah, sure. There you go.
What's up, Mikey?
Oh, Tom Brady?
I hear you're a quarterback. Did you have a good season?
We won the title. My uncle gave us a special play in the fourth quarter. I think he actually played with you a long time ago.
Wait, who's your uncle? What play?
Here he is.
Hey, Tom. Bowls? You know the play. The one I caught and you didn't. The Philly special.
All right, kid, you want some advice? Just try not to choke. Everything's a roll of the dice. Sometimes you throw for 500 yards in the biggest game of your life and you still lose. Luck is a very real thing. Just ask your uncle.
I think we're cool, right? And that's why we practice catching, Mikey. That's why we practice catching.
Well, you can kind of see that the Eagles was going to win based on this commercial. That's what I just gathered from that. It's like they're telling you. He says you get a 50-50 chance. Just don't choke. It's almost like they knew that to make this commercial for the Eagles, right? That's what I got from it. I don't know. It's somebody said also it could be dumbing down society, frivolous. That one's kind of frivolous, Somebody said it's not the right commercial. Tom Brady come back with a Neuralink and is going to win the next Super Bowl. That ain't the right. That's the commercial they pulled up. Maybe that's a different Super Bowl commercial. It's a battery Duracell commercial. Oh man, y'all. Hold on, let me see. Tom Brady battery commercial. Oh, okay.
All right, Tom, your thoughts?
Yeah, well, Tom. Step aside. Who put these in, Tom? Only Duracell has power boost ingredients. That's why winners like Tom here only run on Duracell.
Tom, are you okay? Why does everyone keep asking me that since the roast?
I gotta go. Gronk's down again.
Duracell aimed for a Super Bowl jolt by linking its batteries to Tom Brady, now an NFL announcer for Fox. The Procter & Gamble ad tricks viewers into thinking they're back from a break, with Brady and Kevin Burkhardt discussing the game. All right, Tom.
Yeah, I mean, that's the mark of the beast, as well as a lot of these athletes really do be having chips. They really do be having, different robotic extensions in their bodies. Like everything that we see, man, we wouldn't believe it. Like Stephen Curry, he got. Y'all think Stephen Curry just walking down the court, just shoot, just like literally, like he played like a little kid, bro. He just run down the court. Yo, shout out to Mike Epps because he said this in a stand-up. He just run down the court and just throw it from half. Come on, bro. And it's going in. It's two things. Number one, the NBA already been exposed for having magnets in the ball as well as the hoop. But also, man, this transhumanism, these celebrities, man, I mean, these athletes, they be really having robotics. And they be acting weird, bro. I don't know, man. I know they got some stuff going on. Somebody said, I think LeBron definitely won. I think LeBron be on a lot of enhancement drugs, bro. He got caught doing drugs, like some type of enhancements on the sideline before. He got real comfortable with it. He was doing some enhancements on the sideline. I'm telling y'all. Yeah, man. Man, it's always an honor and blessing, man. I'm glad y'all were able to get the information. Of course, I got more material coming. If y'all want to support the work, support me at newbreed.love. Support the Cash App. Show your support. Man, we got more coming. Y'all be blessed out there. Look, more music is coming. More content is coming. I want to thank each and every one of y'all. Y'all have a blessed one, man. Shalom and peace.